welcome back. Savage Bloom here, back with episode 11 of our good old series of Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, secondary playthrough. Alright, so, we're on this stream, we will be doing the collection of all the little doodads, mini-games, collectibles, leftover bases that haven't been activated, belsprings, little saplings, and mini-games, and anything else that I can find within these two sections, because they're the only ones left that I haven't cleared. And it's only like this portion, basically. Like, if there was a line right here, it's basically everything to the left of that imaginary line. It's like everything to the left of this point I have to do, all the collectibles in that area. I've already cleared, like, this whole area of the map was in, like, a whole hour and so many minute long video of me just flying around, fast traveling around, gathering up all the little, except for that one, but that's just because there's a really nasty base there, and this one. I can't get that because of this nasty base here. Can't get that either. I need a lot more firepower in order to, skills or firepower, one or the other. Anyways, time to stop yip-yapping and get to work. I can't waste a whole bunch of time waiting. Going up. Boing. Yeah. The nasty floor. And we'll just open this door and we'll go back outside. Before we go outside, we're going to select this base and we'll then simply go right back outside and run to the right. If it's within, nope, it's not within running distance. Never mind, sorry.
Where?
Alright, now, let's just... let's get Storm over here and let's take off to the base. Yeah! Let's get another fish. I guess I can't. My food's full, so I can't do anything. Oh well. We'll get over here, get this research base online, and then we'll take off to the next available research point. There's a lot of bases like this all over the place that I haven't activated, so it's like kind of just... And this base is at the very edge of the map, like very corner of the Kinglor Forest. And when I say the very edge of the map, I'm talking about the very edge of the active map of the Kinglor Forest, since I don't have this area or this area unlocked yet. So it's technically speaking, the edge of the map, of the active map, the map I actually have open. Let's grab that ammo. Let's grab whatever's in here. Check that for a possible quest. There's not one, so let's just get back out and take off again. Alright. We're gonna take off for this location. We'll just fast travel. We'll fast travel around as much as possible to save time.
Come on, Storm.
We'll just
let's ride.
Eat ourselves around. I know that as the world improves, the ecosystem or the pollution lessens, maybe there might be, it might give me additional belsprings and other things, maybe? I know at a certain point, it probably won't give me any more saplings, because those are probably something that are, like, a specialty thing that there's only so many of them. Because, I guess, the skills are limited to how many you have, and then there's only probably the 5 trees here. There might be more, but it's unlikely. You also have these ancestral trees. You can't upgrade them or anything, so it's just up to you to make use of the points. That's probably why the points get more and more expensive with time. Ow, ow. I guess you can't. I guess you can only, let's just hit the retry option and see. It'll probably pause us. very close by. I think the object is way up there, though. I think. So, I'll probably have to go right back up here again and actually call the bird down. But instead of jumping off my bird early, my acorn early, I'm going to see. I'll see if I can land next to it or nearby. Maybe I might have to dismount early. But it all just depends. Alright, let's see where they lead me this time. Obviously, it's going to lead me to some exotic fruit collection points or something. Gotta be careful, because I'm basically jumping across an active area. Water is extremely active here, so I gotta basically try my best to jump across the rocks without missing a beat. Alright, I'm gonna get my shotgun out just in case they try to attack me. I'll simply turn around and light them up.
Thank you for these gifts.
I mean, I'll get some viper meat and some other stuff. So I can then therefore feed my acorn with the meat. I think my acorn likes meat. I'm not really sure, honestly. Yeah!
Hope you like it, Storm.
Take that. Quick map. Quick scope the next location. Let's go. We'll just go down here real
What's down
quick, do
there?
this memory painting, and land.
Ha!
Alright, now for another zen-like moment. These memory paintings take a little bit of time, but it's okay. I think there's at least a few of these down here, but if I do all of them, I guess, some... I'm not really sure if I get anything for doing them, but still. Might as well. I might as well do them. They do have an option to make it where you don't actually have to do the minigame in the options menu. I think it's in the gameplay gameplay section, where I think you can turn off the minigame so you can just hit it and it'll do this thing, all these little movements for you, and you can just kind of, I guess, maybe do it along with the game. Instead of actually having to pull the sticks, you can just do it in real life and actually do some zen-like things, maybe. Lightning. Kapow. And left. Another lightning blast. Kapow. And up and over. Up and over and down. Again, over and down. Alright, that memory painting is complete.
The water here. The rivers and streams. They run divided. But eventually, they will meet in some greater body of water. Meet only to get divided again and continue their endless run. Isn't the story of each of us exactly like this water?
I don't know, is it? Seems like a question that probably should be asked. Are we anything similar to water? Once I get this final location, I'll fast travel, or actually, I'll travel to this outpost and then travel to the bellspring. Once I get that, I'm going to fast travel to this tower and then go for this outpost and this outpost. And then I'll start climbing up into the mountains and start getting all the collectibles up here as well, because I've already gotten just about everything. I got like this outpost, this, and then there's another one there and another one there. Technically, I don't have to fast travel because I just collect all the ones under the area and then go across and around. I didn't see those other ones before when I was scouting out additional areas for collection, so I didn't see those. They were hiding. They were under the big floating rocks, so I didn't see them. But now I know they're there. I don't actually have to fast travel. I just have to go along, follow along the route. There is a bellspring here on this corner, on the ledge here, I think. There it is. I think that's it right there. Now, I don't know if I can actually go over here. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna try. Nope. I guess not. That's technically not within the King Lore Forest area, though. Okay, so where to next? Here? So I can't fast travel.
That way. Okay.
But I can just dive down, get a fish, and then take off again.
Here we go!
Alright, we got 4 minutes worth of fish power to run on. Super powered fish power. Well fed bonus. So let's make the most of those 4 minutes and use it to get in between each location as quickly as possible. I'm flying as fast as possible, so I'm hoping that maybe I can make most of the use of this. Cargo transfer site Bravo, hey? Alright, now let's head for the first bellspring of this area. I'm calling them belsprings, even though it's not what they're called. I think it's called bellsprig or something. I think that's what it's supposed to be I think that's how it's supposed to be said, but I'm just calling them belsprings because it's a little easier to say and it's faster, I guess you could say. Oh shit! Whoa! On a ledge? Okay, sure. Okay, let's go down in this cave. This way, and then let's look around for the ding. Up, no. Alright. Now let's go to this next one and then the next one. Then we'll go up under the Hallelujah Mountains or whatever the hell these things are called. Big floating mountains, yes. Just call them big floating mountains. It's easier. We'll burn through some of our food as well so we can get a much longer bonus time whenever it's time for the next fish gathering. Touch.
Come on, Storm. Let's ride.
Alright, well now let's go over here and look for this next collectible. Some of these a lot of these collectibles I don't even have marked because I haven't been to this area yet. I did kind of explore around it, but not like in depth. I got an Ecron equipment basket. Right. Then we'll go, once we get here, we'll then go down here to that base, do a flyby, then go over here to do that thing. And then we'll fly on up here and start doing the ones around the floating mountains. I think it should be on the very top of this island, on the top of this big rock here. Probably go down here and then up, straight up, and then I'll go over, so I can then go from here and up into these the mountains here, because I think there's a quest right there. Actually no, that's an undiscovered ancestral power. Sorry, that's an undiscovered ancestral point. I'm hoping there's some more Sarentu totems around here, but I don't think there are anymore. I don't think so.
Here we go!
Now we gotta go basically straight up to that big floating rock right there. I think it's that big floating rock right there. I think so. I think that's the right one. Alright, now we need to put a marker on that research base and head over there. The food is going to burn down fast at the rate I'm pushing my Ecron. But I luckily have cleaned up all but 2 of the main RDA outposts. I've got the two really big bases here. I got the one small steam steam facility, and then I got this super big one that's extremely tough. Has a lot of difficulty to it. Alright, now that we're done here, we'll go to the make sure I get a good lock on its position with my beacon. I don't want to be wrong whenever I go to the island. Alright, now we just need to fly along this river and collect fish so we can get a bunch of, build up our bonus stat here. I don't know if we can get another fish, but I'll try. No? Okay. I don't want to stay down there too long. I probably would have already gotten one, so let's just go on. We gotta go way up into the floating mountains here. So we gotta start climbing. I don't want to slow down too much. I want to keep up the pace, keep up the speed pace, so I can get all these collectibles collected before the next stream. So in the next stream, I'll start doing missions again, either story missions or whatever. Let's see, what's this one? What ancient power is this one? A drop impact ability. Well, I mean, I guess deal 24% damage to an enemy with an active status effect. When defeated, you can choose to get up again immediately. When activated, damage taken is reduced by 100%. This particular goes down by 10% every second for the next 10 seconds. This action consumes 50% of your maximum energy and cannot be activated if you have less than 50% energy left. Okay, so basically you can keep activating it as long as you have food. Cool. Alright, now let's, we're gonna put a mark there. Then we'll go there next. Actually, we'll go here next because this one seems to be a little closer. Alright, let's just start climbing up. Up we go. Up and over. I think this is actually increasing my overall stat.
Come on, Storm. Let's ride.
Alright, now from here, we can now go up to this one and then over to these over here. And then, once we get all of these, that should be it for this area. As far as the collectibles go. We can go down here and activate the remaining bases if there are any that I haven't activated yet. But I'm pretty sure I got them all. Except for that one. But I can just fast travel down there and fly over and activate it real quick. But I think I've activated all the other bases except for that one. I don't know what island it is. I think it's this one. I thought this would actually take longer, but it's actually going by a lot faster than I thought it would. It's probably because they're all so close together, honestly. Alright, 2 kilometers to go. Let's go. Fly over across the mountains really fast. One kilometer left to go.
Into totem. Let's find the right spot to appreciate it from. There should be symbols painted on the ground.
Well, not really symbols, but okay, sure. I guess we can call them that. Alright, left. Left again. Straight ahead and...
Ah. The view here feels like I can almost touch the sky.
Look for more sorrow totems in the upper plains.
It's like mounting in Ikran, but the land beneath is not in constant motion. It's still and calm. Could stare at all the little details for hours. Is this what my people felt here?
Touch. Health increase. Jump back up. Get back on get back on Storm, and let's roll again. We have 2 more locations to collect.
Come on, Storm.
Check on. Yeah, well, if we make use of the time, we should be able to make a... Those things are only cosmetical pieces, so it doesn't really matter if you collect them or not, but... in order to complete the game the best, as much as I can anyways. I don't even think I got anything from that last basket. I think that'll be about it for this, aside from that one base activation. I guess we can fly there and admire the scenery to make a little bit more time. So it's at least within the 40-minute range. Ew, that hurt. Let's just fly the distance across to the outpost, and we'll end the stream there, probably. Actually, no, wait a minute. I thought of two more things we can do. We could go back to home tree and check the artisan place and see if there's anything good there that I can buy. Then we could go back to the Resistance HQ and use our roster data maybe to buy something from Solvec, as well as using our spare parts to buy something from Rajender, or whatever the heck his name is.
Let's stay watchful. Here we go! Amazing catch, Storm!
Alright, now we've boosted our energy bonus back up to 4 minutes, so now we have another 4 minutes of energy to use to fly from this outpost. We're just going to do a flyby so we can get it on, mark it on our map. Alright, Spearhead Point. And we're gonna fly back over to, actually, you know what? No, we're gonna... we'll fast travel. Save ourselves at least a little time so it's not, like, as ridiculous. Because I only wanted to get within the 40-minute area. Within the 40 minutes. Between 40 and 45 minutes at most. I got a bunch of people here I can at the very least talk to.
I hope I have something you like. Come back if you need more.
Hosting so many king lore has put a strain.
Have a look then.
Clearly see wildlife maturities without activating on deal 35% damage against wildlife, 35% gain stealth, 35 slide from wildlife and RDA. Works scan lasts for 31 minutes. 30% less damage, I could definitely make use of that.
Go on.
Probably.
Come to better yourself.
Sure.
Stay sharp, young one.
Alright, that's all I can get here, so we're gonna take ourselves back down to here and first we're gonna go talk to Salt Lake.
Engine's gonna fall out of this thing.
I couldn't imagine going back.
Here is what I have. Be safe.
Now we go down here
Turns
to
out the log I brought
this
from Jim had
guy.
something living in it. Something creepy and crawly with lots and lots of legs.
What'll it be today?
Well, let's see what you got. Definitely could make use of that. Alright, now let's go ahead and take all these parts. Wildlife and Ecron stamina plus 10.
Keep yourself in one piece.
Could use another generator. Or 4.
Alright, now for the very last thing we're going to do for this stream, we're going to go ahead and hit up a community basket and we're going to throw away a bunch of stuff that we don't need. Because, I mean, that's technically speaking... Well, well, actually, no. I think we're going to keep things. At least some of it. And we're going to fast travel probably to... right here. Seems like a good spot for us to fast travel to right here. So we can then look around and see if there's anything else laying around. Ugh. There's even an old helicopter sitting here, bruh. And a bellspring. belsprings always come in as soon as the base is overgrown with plant life. Let's go over here and find this bellsprig. Oh, I also forgot about that memory painting. There are apparently a few more things I gotta look around for. Apparently. Completely forgot about those things. I guess I just missed them. I don't know. I guess I just missed them. The super impressive bulldozer with a remote camera access. No. Most of these things are literally just animated props that have been literally just left around, I guess. There's 2 belsprigs in this base. There's one in that base. There's 2 here, and then there's one over there in this base way over here. Check this base too, just in case I might have missed one. I guess you have to wait for the base, you know, the wildlife to overgrow the base, and then
Let's stay watchful.
those things will grow in. I just bought a bunch of stuff that I thought would be useful with the supplies I had, because honestly, I thought maybe I could make my character like just a tiny bit stronger. But although technically I didn't actually make my character that much stronger, I mean honestly, I really didn't. No, my growth wasn't all that impressive. Ugh. I'm gonna finish all the collections at the Kingler Forest area, at least what I can find, and then the next stream will hopefully be me doing quests and stuff, like the main story quests and side quests that I can find. The exploration quests are a little harder because you actually have to actively find them. You have to search for them. The bases that you open should provide access to the area, like it should help you find things, but I've only found like a handful of locations. Alright, what's the next motion? Hold down, 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 complete. Next motion, down and then up, like in a big W. A very wide W for win. What's he got to say about this locale?
The mighty rocks floating in the sky. They're quiet now, but it's like the wind brings a distant memory of them. Rumbling, brushing against each other. Is a tale of their own power as they float above everything? Or is this a wail? As if they want to reunite with the land below.
I don't think that would be possible, given that there's no giant craters or anything else below where they were originally, where they're floating above. So I don't see how there'd be any space for them to do anything like that, like for them to re-merge with the land again. There's no giant holes beneath them. Merging with the land is no longer possible. Alright, let's run across the base and find the first of the belsprings.
Being on Pandora was really worth
Begone, human filth. This base has now been reclaimed by nature, so you are no longer welcome here. Begone. Alright, now that that's been done, we can fast travel over here and collect the bellsprig from this location as well. And then I think that should be everything. I think everything that I currently have explored anyways, as far as, like, you know, actually having it unlocked or whatever. Damn it. No, it was literally a grenadier. They were trying to bring in a freaking grenadier. A grenadier ancestor. I'm like, oh, hell no. Not in my base. This base belongs to AY now. You're not allowed here anymore. Be gone.
Bastard's not getting away.
A grenadier veteran. A veteran? That thing isn't even supposed to spawn down here. Whatever. Sure, why not? I mean, it's not like they can retake these old bases. I mean, yeah, they can bring in troops and stuff to look around and see if there's anything left, but there's not really anything they can get from this area. There's even a screech ability way over here, bruh. I think that would be the screech ability right there, probably. And then the grain leaves are probably the extended leaves that have like branching paths, maybe. I'm not really sure, honestly. Oh well. Anyways, I think that'll do it for our collection event, our collection stream here. Collecting of all the little collectibles and bases that we have had yet to activate or discover. And all the little belsprings and skill point plant things and ancestral skills that we have yet to get. That would be it. We found all that we can get at the moment in the Kingler Forest. I'll look around and see if I can find any additional ones after I finish the stream. Any additional little like data farms or whatever, because I know those I actually have to actively search for, but I don't know if I can actually find them. But I would give it a shot. Anyways, if you like this stream of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, please do leave a like, and I'll see you again in the next one. Goodbye.